Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here, answering your questions today. Today's question is on recruiting. I was asked, when is prime recruiting season for colleges? And nowadays, recruiting kind of goes all year round, but I would say prime recruiting season is during the summer, right after high school baseball ends. I still get a lot of questions about that. People say, well, isn't high school baseball the best time for colleges to watch you play? Here's the thing with high school during the high school season is that colleges are playing at that same exact time. So it's really difficult for colleges to get out and see a lot of games because they have games going on at that same time. Now, they'll still try to get out there. When I coached at Holy Cross, I would go watch high school games during the spring. But again, I've got to kind of work it around our schedule. So we're playing, midweek games. We're playing both Saturdays and Sundays. So if we have a day off during the week, yeah, I'll try to get out and watch a game. But that's a limited amount of games, really, that you can go see. It's also a little bit easier sometimes to watch pitchers. You can find out when a pitcher's throwing, and you can try to, finagle your schedule and make it so that, maybe you get out of practice a little early, so you can get over there and watch. But again, it's really, really difficult to do. So the prime season is during the summer. And it doesn't have to be just summer ball. People say that, well, that's because you run a summer ball team. You tell people that, the summer is when they get recruited. It doesn't have to be summer ball. Does summer ball help? Is summer ball valuable? Yeah, absolutely. I think so. If you play on a team that's got good players and college coaches go watch them, our summer ball teams, we have college coaches at every game. There's some teams that might not. So, yeah, you have to play for the right team. There's a lot of good teams out there. There's a lot of bad teams out there. So if you find yourself a good summer ball team, summer ball can be really, really valuable to get in front of coaches. But it's not just summer ball. It's not just travel ball. There's plenty of college camps going on. There's plenty of showcases going on. There's all types of things. But the summertime is really the time that colleges are going to be able to recruit because they're not doing anything. Their season ends in the spring, and they're going to spend all summer traveling around watching games. When I coached and I was recruiting in college, I set my schedule up so almost every single day during the summer, I'm going someplace to watch games, whether it's tournaments or showcases or working college camps or whatever. I'm recruiting that whole time. Okay, so that would be prime season for me. Now, let me give you a quick little thing. People say, what's the best time as far as, is it the end of my freshman year, end of my sophomore year, end of my junior year? When is the biggest time for recruiting? Depends a little bit on the level of play that you're going to end up playing at. So if you're going to be a Division I player, I would say that after your sophomore season of high school, that summer is pretty much where it's really going to start. And for some will recruit or some will commit that summer. Again, depends how good you are. If you're going to go to a top Division I school, then you'll probably get committed that summer. And there are some guys that are getting committed even before that. But again, if that's going to happen, you're a stud. Like, you're going to a really, really good Division I program. I would say for the majority of college players, it's going to be the summer after your junior year of high school. All right, that's when probably most guys go. Again, if you think about it, only about maybe a little bit over 1% of high school guys actually go to Division I. And there's still a lot of Division I guys that sign at the end of their junior season. So again, after junior season of high school, that summer, that's when D1 guys are still going to go there. And that's going to be the biggest time for Division IIs and Division IIIs are really going to go in that summer, and then even into the fall they continue. Remember, there's a little bit of a pecking order where typically the Division I schools are going to get kind of first choice of guys, and then once you get into that summer after your junior year and start to get later in the summer especially, most of the Division I guys end up going, and now the Division IIs and a lot of the Division IIIs kind of come in, and they'll start grabbing guys that didn't go D1. A lot of players kind of wait to see if they can go to the Division I level, and then once it doesn't happen, that's when they start to go with the D2s and the D3s. And that's kind of, again, where we're at with our guys right now, kind of explaining to them the timeline of recruiting. And we're getting to that point now where, if you haven't committed to a D1 school, not saying it's impossible to go at this point, but it's time to start looking at some other schools, and because the D1 train it's almost left the station at this point. So hopefully this kind of helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any more questions. This is one of the most popular questions I get. I'm gonna kind of try to keep putting up videos for this, but I know the recruiting calendar can be a little bit confusing for some people, so I'll try to give you as much info as possible. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, share the video with all your friends, all that good stuff. Check the description box below. We've got a deal going on with Plate Crate, where if you click the link, type in Antonelli, you get 50% off of your first Plate Crate. Also have a link to our Patreon page where you can support the channel, and we got a bunch of other stuff as well. And that's all I got. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it, and we will talk to you later.